Welcome to YouTube channel. This is Dr. E. Komraya, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Sri Rajarajeshwara Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, Telangana, India. In the last class we discussed about quadratic forms and some basic examples, how to find the matrix related to quadratic forms, and symmetric matrix is given to you, how to write the quadratic form. Some examples we discussed. Today we are going to discuss about properties of some basic properties of the quadratic forms. Now the quadratic form means a homogeneous expression of second degree in any number of variables is called a quadratic form. That is given by q is equals to x transpose ax. If it involves n variables, x is a belongs to Rn. It contains n components x1, x2, xn. Then x transpose ax, it can be represented. Every homogeneous expression of second degree in any number of variables can be expressed as q is equals to x transpose ax, where A is the symmetric matrix. These are similar examples which we already discussed. And these are the some quadratic forms. Today we discuss about some basic properties of these quadratic forms, that is canonical form or normal form of a quadratic forms. If q is equals to x transpose ax be a quadratic form in n variables, number of variables involved in this quadratic form is n, then the matrix corresponding to the quadratic form is a symmetric matrix, which we already know. The matrix corresponding to this one is a symmetric matrix of order n. Then there exists a non-singular linear transformation, certain transformation, non-singular linear transformation x is equals to py. This is non-singular transformation if p is a non-singular matrix. The non-singular linear transformation x is equals to py, which transforms x transpose ax. That means original quadratic form. This is given quadratic form x transpose ax. This transformation x equals to py transformations transforms this original transformation to another quadratic form. Another quadratic form is y transpose dy, that is equals to lambda 1 y1 square, lambda 2 y2 square, up to so on lambda n yn square. There is no other terms y1 y2 y2 y3 y4 y6 like that. Only square terms are appears. Y transpose dy, y contains n components y1 y2 yn, but here D is a diagonal matrix whose diagonal entries are lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda n. Such a form y transpose dy is called canonical form or normal form of the given original quadratic form. Given original quadratic form. That means the transformation which we apply x equals to py can transform x transpose ax to y transpose dy. Some of the squares form. There are only some of the squares only present. There is no other terms. Reduction of canonical form. It is reduced to all some of the squares. There is no product terms, which is the form is known as canonical form, y transpose dy. The transformation is x is equals to py. This is the canonical form of the given original quadratic form. Now later we can discuss these transformations, different types of transformations to transform the original quadratic form to some of the squares form. or normal forms. Later we discussed. After discussing some properties, we can go for how to take the transformation, how we will get the normal forms. That we will discuss later. First, before that, we can go for some basic properties of such a quadratic forms by using depending on the canonical forms. Now the canonical form means it should be very clear that it is sum of the squares form. That is lambda 1 y1 square plus lambda 2 y2 square plus up to so on lambda n yn square y transpose dy. This is the canonical form. How many terms in the canonical form? N terms, maximum n terms. Lambda 1, lambda 2 up to so on lambda n. In this canonical form there are n terms only. In original x transpose Ax, how many terms is there? N, total n square, n, diagonal elements are n, and upper elements, half elements. So, the original x transpose Ax with n variables, how many terms is there? For 2 by 2, 3 terms, 1 only. For 3 by 3, 3 plus 3, 6 terms. 3 by 3, 6 terms. For 3 by 3, here only 3 we will get. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 for normal form. For original quadratic form, 3 diagonal elements and above 3 elements or below 3 elements are same. That's why terms will be 3 plus 3, 6 terms only. If it is 4, 6 terms only. Now we define the index of the quadratic form. Index of the quadratic. What is the index of the quadratic forms? If suppose the number of terms in the canonical form is R, number of terms lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 1 y1 square, lambda 2 y2 square, lambda n yn square, how many terms? N terms should be present. M or n or less than n terms will be present. Some terms will be maybe 0. Suppose lambda 2 is 0, one term is less. Lambda 3 is 0, lambda 1, lambda 3 is 0, 2 terms less, n minus 2 terms. Like that. The terms are equal, less than or equals to n. The number of terms equals to some r. R should be less than or equals to n. That r is known as rank of the quadratic form or rank of A simply. The number of terms, how many terms we have? It is equal to rank of A. The terms in the quadratic form are canonical form are equivalent to rank of A, which is known as rank of quadratic form also. Now, the number of the terms in the canonical form, that means lambda y1 square, lambda 2 y2 square, some lambdas are negative, some lambdas are positive, some lambdas are 0. Some lambdas are 0, the terms are less than n. And remaining terms, non-zero terms, some are 0, some are positive and some are negative. Some lambdas are negative, some lambdas are positive will happens. Now depending on all these, by considering all these, we can define the index of the quadratic form. The terms are, if the quadratic form contains n terms, then the matrix related to quadratic form is A, then the terms in the canonical form are less than or equals to n. That is equal to rank of A. The terms equals to rank of A. Rank of A is less than or equals to n. Okay. Now the terms may be positive or negative. It may be also 0, but here we are considering only non-zero terms. They are negative or positive. Now, the terms of the positive, the number of positive terms in the canonical form. Now, the number of positive terms, that means number of lambdas, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n is there. Total r are present, neglecting 0 terms, and some lambda is maybe 0, we neglecting them. After that we will have lambda r terms. In the terms, the positive terms, number of positive terms in the canonical form or normal form of a quadratic form is known as index of the quadratic form. Number of positive terms in the canonical form. Simply say that the number of positive terms in the canonical form is known as index of the quadratic form. It is denoted by small s, and the index of the quadratic form is invariant from all the normal reductions. That means whatever the method we can apply, by any method the index will be fixed. That means the number of positive terms will be fixed. You can apply any number of any method, you can get same number of positive terms. But positive terms does not vary to the method to method. That is therefore the index of the quadratic form is invariant from all normal reductions. For all normal reductions, that is invariant. Now let us take, this is the index of the quadratic form. Now we can define the signature of the quadratic form. What is the signature of the quadratic form? Already we have rank of A equals to R. There are R positive terms in the quadratic form, which means there are R positive terms in the quadratic form, and index of the quadratic form is nothing but the index of the and the index of the quadratic form is S. Already we discussed number of positive terms. This means number of positive terms in the canonical form. Then signature of the quadratic form is 2s minus r. 2s, s is the number of positive terms, 2 into s, 2s minus r is the rank of A. R which is nothing but, this is nothing but the difference between the positive terms and the negative terms in the canonical form. Difference between the positive and negative. What are the positive terms? Positive terms are S. Total terms are R. How many negative terms? Difference between the positive and negative. Positive are S. Sorry. We drop this. Total terms are R. Positive are S. How many negative terms is there? R minus S negative terms. Now which is equals to 2s minus R, excess number of positive terms. Difference between the positive and negative is 2s minus R. That is excess number of positive terms over the negative terms. Excess number of positive terms over the negative terms. Or simply we say that in the canonical form, the difference between the positive terms and negative terms is called the signature of the quadratic form. If there are s positive terms, then negative terms are total terms minus positive. S minus R minus S. That is equals to 2s minus R negative terms. Excess number of positive terms over the negative terms, that is 2s minus r. This is the signature of the quadratic form. Now we can define the nature of the quadratic form. What is the nature of the quadratic form? The quadratic form Q is equals to x transpose Ax is in a quadratic form in n variables. It is said to be positive definite. It is positive definite if R equals to n, the terms equal to n. No term will become 0. All the lambdas are non-zeros. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n, all are non-zeros. That's why R equals to n. That is rank of A equals to n. Simply say that rank of A equals to n. And S is also equals to n. And all terms also positive. All terms also positive. This is equivalent to rank is n, the rank of A is n, and all positive terms also equal to n. That means all terms are positive. Or we can simply say that all eigenvalues of A are positive. The eigenvalues of A are positive, then that quadratic form is said to be positive definite. No eigenvalue is 0 or less than 0. No eigenvalue is 0 or less than 0. Then it is said to be positive definite. Or in other words, R is equals to n and S is also equals to n. Then it is positive definite. Now similarly we define negative definite. Negative definite means if R equals to n, total terms, n terms should be there and there is no positive terms. There is no positive terms. All are negative terms. No term will become 0. If any term becomes 0, R less than n. But all terms non-zero and all terms S0 means all terms negative. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n all are negative. If all eigenvalues of A that are otherwise, if all eigenvalues of A are negative, then we say that quadratic form is negative definite. That means if R is n, all terms in the canonical form are negative or all eigenvalues of A are negative. This is negative definite. Now positive semi-definite. The quadratic form is positive semi-definite. Positive semi means some are equal to 0. Some terms will be 0. That means R less than n. Total terms, rank of A is less than n. Terms is less than n. And S is equals to R. S is equals to R means all terms are positive. The terms are only R terms is there. All R terms are positive. That means some terms will be 0. Since R less than n. R less than n and all R terms are positive. Or in other words, the eigenvalues of A are greater than or equal to 0. At least one of the eigenvalue is 0. Then we say that the quadratic form is positive semi-definite. Some terms will be 0 and the terms which are non-zero are positive. Or otherwise, all eigenvalues of A are greater than or equal to 0 and at least one eigenvalue is non-zero, 0. Similarly, we can define negative definite. Here also same R less than n, the terms are less than n, but S is 0 and S is 0. There is no positive terms. The terms which are non-zero are all are negative. That means all eigenvalues are negative, less than or equal to 0 and at least one eigenvalue is 0. All negative 0, negative definite. Think of all negative, all less than 0, all eigenvalues less than 0, negative definite. And less than 0 and 0. One of them is 0. Then it is negative semi-definite. And last one is in all other cases. You can say that the quadratic form is indefinite. That means some are positive, some are positive eigenvalues, some are negative eigenvalues. Some terms are positive, some terms are negative. In that case, we can say that the quadratic form is a indefinite quadratic form. Indefinite quadratic form. The eigenvalues of A are -1 and -2. We can say that negative definite form, indefinite form. Let us take one example. This is a quadratic form. 3x square minus 10xy plus 6y square, which can be put in the form of xy 3 5 5 6 xy x transpose ax. Here A is 3 5 6 5 5 6. The terms, instead of the terms, first we can identify the eigenvalues, go through the eigenvalues. After the transformation in the next class, by using transformation, we can decide it is positive semi-definite like that. Here by using eigenvalues only, I can decide, I can find the index, signature and so. We can use eigenvalues also. What is the characteristic equation of this one? Lambda square minus 9 lambda minus 7 equals 0. Now what is lambda? Lambda equals to 9 plus or minus square root of 81. 9 9 is 81 minus 81 plus 4ac. 81 plus 49 by 2. This is equals to 9 plus or minus this is 19 130 root 130 divided by 2. 81 plus 49 130 root 130 is almost, it is equals to 11, more than 11. 9 minus 11 negative and 9 plus 11 positive. Some eigenvalues are positive, some eigenvalues are negative here. Some eigenvalues of one eigenvalue is positive, one eigenvalue is negative. That's why it is indefinite quadratic form. And one more thing is the number excess number of positive. What is the index? Index means number of positive terms. Positive term is 1. And number of negative term is also 1. What is the excess number of positive terms over the negative terms? 0. Positive terms, negative terms are equal. There is no excess. That's why the signature will be 0. Once again I repeat. The eigenvalues are 9 plus or minus root 130 by 2. One eigenvalue is positive, one eigenvalue is negative. The terms also same like that. One term is positive, one term is negative. Now what is the index number of positive terms? One positive term. That's why index is 1. Signature. Excess number of positive terms over the negative terms. There is no excess number of positive terms over negative terms. Both are equal, 1 and 1. That's why it will be 0. And what is the nature of the quadratic form? Indefinite. One is positive, one is negative. Or all other positive or all other negative. We can decide. But here one is negative, another one is positive. That's why it is indefinite quadratic form. Now let us take one more problem. I can give example. Q is equals to x square minus y square plus z square minus 2xy. This is the quadratic form I can take. What is the matrix related to this one? 3 by 3 matrix. Only xy is present. 1, xy is minus 1, 0, minus 1. This is minus 1, 0, 0, 0. This is 1. This is the matrix A. 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1. What is the characteristic equation of this one? We can find the eigenvalues now. The eigenvalues are given by determinant of a minus lambda equals 0. By taking determinant of a minus lambda, we have minus lambda cube plus trace of a 1. That's why it is minus lambda square. Trace is 1 plus sum of the cofactors of diagonals. Cofactor of 1 is minus 1. Cofactor of minus 1 is plus 1, 0. Cofactor of this one is minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Minus 2 lambda plus what is the determinant? 1 into minus 1, minus 1, minus 2 equal to 0. Now we can determine the eigenvalues. Depending on this eigenvalues, we can say that we can determine the index and signature and nature of the quadratic forms, which will become minus lambda cube minus lambda square minus 2 lambda plus 2 equal to 0. That is lambda cube plus lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 2 equal to 0. All are negative. Determinant is also negative. Minus plus, it is plus, I think, plus lambda square minus minus, it will become plus minus plus plus minus plus minus plus. It will be plus negative. Determinant is negative. Sorry. So this is wrong. Once again I can take that A, or we can take one simple example. This is difficult to solve now. Now I can take a matrix related to the quadratic form, which is a diagonal matrix. I can take the diagonal matrix is suppose like this: 2, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, or it is plus 1, 0, 0, 2. What are the eigenvalues of this matrix? 2, 1, 2. All are positive. terms in the canonical form also all are positive. In such a case, we can say that it is positive definite. The index is 3, signature also 3. If we put here, it is -2. Some are positive, some are negative. 2 positive terms, 1 negative term. What is the excess number of positive terms over the negative terms? Positive terms are 2, negative terms are 1. 2 minus 1. 1 excess is 1. 1 positive term is excess. That's why signature is 1. Index is 2. Rank is 3. Its rank is 3. And nature is indefinite. Some are positive, some are negative. That's why it is indefinite. Like that, we can decide the nature of the quadratic form depending on the canonical form of the given quadratic form. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the canonical forms. That means how we can convert given quadratic form to its canonical form, and then we can decide the signature, index and nature of the quadratic form depending on the canonical forms. Thank you.